Okay, let's see here. I don't even have that. I don't think I even have it straight up. So, as opposed to being the world's biggest tool nerd, I guess I could qualify as possibly the world's biggest tool dork, so to speak. Let's see here. In that other video, here's this step. Show everybody that's got the patience to watch how to make with the nylon tie straps and the boards, and that's great. Tripod's going out, so you could get in on and around any pickup truck, car, SUV. This crap that's sitting in there all that time, rusting, that was never supposed to be left there. You use it to organize shoes. Neighbor's house. Let's see, here's your campaign sign, because I voted for the dogs and the cats. Yeah, boot. There's the other boots. It's not ones that shined. Okay. An example of something that it did that, although it looks nice and cute, is actually stupid. Definitely not of practical use. This house is a mess. It most certainly isn't like Pitbull Steve. His shop is at the center of gravity. You don't want to be like this. I am a prime example of what you should not do. It is disorganized. There are actually tools all over the expletive place, which I don't really want to pan around and show, because the shit is actually embarrassing. Like this mess in bathroom, which I don't know if anyone's near the skills. Wood that I keep on promising people I'm going to make all kinds of things. A skateboard that eventually gave out on me and broke and destroyed. You can see on my Facebook page at Ben Piscopo. The information from the other video on that little fancy name I came up from polishing things, which at this point is actually really quite some time back. Wood kept making promises to come up with things for a synagogue, among other stuff, and still haven't fulfilled on. And then, of course, in the loft, or de facto second floor, flags. I keep on talking about getting Type S concrete, putting it into cardboard cylinders that are dense in order to keep it up, because this repair standard, as I call it, gave out. And then up here, what do we got? The food, a whole bunch of different shelves, which basically half of the neighborhood's garbage is on the second floor in the house. And maybe a few neighboring towns as well. What else we got? Oh boy, a whole bunch of rubbing alcohol bought in a panic purchase. Even though on my Facebook page at Ben Piscopo, I say that the yarmulke I wear actually saved my expletive life, because without that I would not have the initial supply. There's all the weights, like a lot of other things that I painted purple or already came that way, and therefore didn't have anything stupid to make it look purple. Kind of like, let's see, what else? There was that desk that I got from the front of somewhere and paid somebody to bring it up inside of here, along with a television set that, although it does work, the drawback of only paying, I think, $25 for is that the vertical hold is off. So let's see here. Alright, we don't want to see that. Passwords. And go inside here. Please. Try again, relax. And then when I can't find something I need so desperately, I end up having fits and little tantrums. Did I get it right? Yeah, I think so. Who's the world's biggest tool nerd? Okay, now I like to believe
I'm the world's biggest tool nerd video.
Well, like
right?
I said,
so I have
wannabe finagling tool dork. She bragging about all these videos I'd make, but didn't make or have yet to make. Like trying to modify hygiene kits to make myself new butt pack and brag about how I have a new use for Korean War era technology. Like that idiotic purple costume I wear. It's like wannabe Navy or Marine utilities. Let's put that back and show something that I have that I think or like to believe is a crowning achievement for someone like myself, being that I don't really know what the hell I'm doing to begin with. Even though in reality this thing is not really that practical for use, because it doesn't hold a lot of items, and I made with cutting tools and a router, which I wanted to make my own lathe, but the catch would be to that is it would only work for wood, not metal, like something like Pitbull Steve does. No, not even close to that level of sophistication. That with metal you got to be down to thousandth of an inch, and nowhere near close to that. But you could definitely make some good art and craft projects. Let's see, and what I'm talking about would be this here, which is in a Yamaha keyboard case, which is outflexed, and inside of this, held in by rotten couch cushions and some fabric paint and these carefully routed out plywood board going down into here and held in by a combination of plastic weld that didn't work as good as I thought it did, some cheap crappy Craftsman ratchets that only have 45 clicks instead of 72 like they got now. What a coincidence, 72 different metaphors and names for describing God. Groovy. That'll fit inside of this. Like I said, there's no real super practicality out of it, and I'm yet to get fiberglass or body filler, right, good slip, Ben. Hiram, whatever the hell you're calling yourself, or nickname you're going by, to put that over, to put what I have the t-shirt on top of it. Like, for example, let's see, what did I come up with? I did with a router. Oh, the flag. Yeah, we get that on bestflag.com. Oh, I'm sorry. Where might that have been at? Yeah. There's the cardboard tubes that I keep on talking about how I'm going to be this great endurance athlete and compete with the likings of David Goggins. Well, yeah, that's going to take some real time if and when that ever happens. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. And let's see here. What are we talking about with what? Losing my train of thought. Let's try. What the heck? Just thinking of. Oh, yeah. Video I have not finished on. Tools don't mean a hill of beans if you can't carry them with you, and you can't go places like what I'm wearing right here, where this holds a calculator, which are all set up and modified on web gear with JB Weld, which got what this BlackBerry cell phone here. That goes there. And if you're careful enough and you cut into it, you can set up wires and control the buttons on it while it's on the inside and the back. Husky Home Depot for this. And then this here, which I'm currently using in order to hold pliers. If you can't keep things with you, like this hold a marker or a locking back folding knife, then it really doesn't mean a hill of beans anyway. Pants to hold keys. Cargo pockets. Set of the transport medical tape to hold the kippa, the yarmulke on my head. Along with other things like this. These idiotic boots, which I strongly recommend against doing this if, well, one aspect of this can make you really good racing in boots, but the rest of it, not only does it not work, unless you got some, like I said in another video, I don't even think I uploaded that, if you got some kind of fancy Halloween costume, that's a good idea. Other than that, there's no practicality. It's a good way to ruin a couple $100 worth of footwear. Okay, this is a train of thought that I lost. Where, what do we got? This somatic coaching. You have to even send this thing in the mail. We got which in reality the paint will adhere way better if it's oil based to something that has got either putty and or fiberglass onto it that routed out. That I was going to give to my cousin-in-law Tyler, who I don't really consider him my cousin-in-law, just simply my cousin. Really wanted to make another one a lot better than that, another color, which you have to fulfill on that as well. Okay, and I guess almost finishes that video. Let's see, with one last touch. Let's see if you could just take this adapter here and an old 925 DC 925 drill, which kept in very good condition other than the automatic chuck. I'd really love to know how to get this out in order to put a standard Jacobs half-inch chuck just down into there. This battery that I found in the garbage still works. 20 volt lithium ion here. Cantonese melamine chopstick. Make sure you get the round side and the inside. Tighten this up here. You could use it to stir things, but you got to be careful. It doesn't go flying in all different directions. Squeeze the trigger. That'll move around. Put this down here. There you go. Move upwards very carefully. Don't want it to go flying in different directions. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Yeah, a lot easier than I thought. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'hanchu l'nah b'devaro. L'chaim, good luck and good fortune. And if anything that I've made so far up until this point, hopefully will make in the future if I get my act together. If you like it, click like. If you don't like it, click dislike. Please don't flag it because I don't believe I've done anything vulgar in nature. I just want everybody to be able to watch these things. And what else? Don't bother supporting me on Patreon because there's no Patreon account. There is no exclusive content. Whatever I can figure out and be able to do is free. You don't have to pay me a red cent. If you like it, please subscribe. Hopefully there will be more to come. If I manage to survive and don't end up going broke with the work that I do. Right, there you go. This is how I got this canteen inside of here. This cute little cheesy purple Magen-David, this hexagram, and that's, I like the old throwback to the metal embossment of my mother's old Dymo labeler with what? Metal embossed tape like was put on the 1965 Corvette Grand Sport. What does that say? The same acronym that's on my shirt. And what else? This is in purple. Then in Hebrew this is Magen David Sagol, Star of David purple, and my driver's license number. There you go. And the key thing there with the canteen. I'm not a big fan of bladder canteens. With this snapped into here. Got that. This is also set up on webbing. So this can go at the right side, or on the left side, or on the back of me, and it can be unbuckled in order to put that on there. So you can run and move around a lot faster that way. But what's now this doesn't really come on equipped that quickly. To me, these here are better than Alice clips. This also, with the JB weld that I put on here, this could go through easier, but could go on permanently on and definitely not come off. Holds some pretty heavy stuff. These are the web gear. That's how this holds on. Which, if you're half-assed like I am, and you don't know how to do, you don't know how to sew, you can do it that way, and that will definitely stay on there. See, this is up near the top, so flaps up and down like a bad aileron on an aircraft. Or just at least as much as my knowledge may be extremely limited and inept about that. And that this holds on much better. Thank you.